from San Diego, this is the Fox 5 Morning News at 7.
Heather, thank you. This week we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. and his legacy. Joining us now to share how he has been impacted by Dr. King, our friend Pastor Miles McPherson. Pastor Miles, good to see you.
Charlie, how are you?
Yeah, it's been a second. Always good to see you.
It's been a second. I like your glasses. I like the glasses.
Well, I mean, I have them. That's what happens when you get a little bit older. You need these things. You usually join us on Friday morning, but you actually have other plans tomorrow. Tell us about it.
Oh, tomorrow I have the privilege of being the keynote at the YMCA Jackie Robinson YMCA Martin Luther King breakfast at the Scottish Rite tomorrow early morning, and I'm so excited about that. Martin Luther King has been one of all of our heroes, but one of my heroes growing up in New York. When I was 8 years old, he was killed, and I remember thinking, can we do? And I also remember thinking how unfair it was that he was killed, because he was such a beacon of light and hope for us back then. And so that's what I'll be doing tomorrow morning.
All these holidays, and we've talked about this before, whether it was Easter, Christmas, this day, for many, it could just be a day off. But that day off, how would you want people to spend that day? How do you celebrate that day?
Yeah, I think, remembering his legacy, what he gave his life for was a beloved community, and a community where there was love, peace, justice, and the freedom that we all were created to live. And I think that if we can start with seeing everyone else as having shared humanity, and he would, as a preacher, talk about people being made in the image of God, and that we can honor every single person and having equal rights, and appreciating the similarities we have. I wrote a book called The Third Option, and the whole reason I wrote that book was because of the legacy of Martin Luther King and the battle for equality for all people. So, and it's based on the fact that we all share equal humanity, and then if we can honor our similarities and start there versus starting where we're different, but see each other as equally human and honor that humanity, we can all get along better and have more empathy and sympathy for each other.
You think if he was here today, what would he say about what we're doing?
He would probably say the same thing. He has a dream for a beloved community and still working towards freedom, still working towards communities where people loved each other and there was no poverty. He was a preacher, and his whole theology was the theology of the Bible, that one day we're going to be in heaven, and how can we work towards a place where we are loving each other the way God intended us to love each other. And that was really his dream. We get caught up in a lot of his speeches, but they were sermons, and he was talking about the hope that Christ gave him, and he gave the ultimate sacrifice by giving his life for his cause.
Third Option City, what is that?
The book that I wrote called Third Option, Hope for a Racially Divided Nation. We live in this us versus them culture, and we're so divided, for against the police, we're one news station against another, one political stripe against another. And the third option is that we honor what we have in common, that we are all equally human. And the third option talks about how we can honor each other and bring value to our shared humanity, versus focusing on the things that appear to be different. And we propose, and we do this training in public schools, Christian schools, churches, businesses. We piloted with the DA's office here in San Diego. But the whole purpose is to help people understand that we're more similar than different. And if we start there and start to acknowledge that, we realize that what we call diversity is actually variations of things we have in common. We have diverse cultures, but we all share culture. And it's just a variation of culture, a variation of shade, a variation of accent. And so if we could start there and realize that we can add to each other by benefiting from the shared, the variety that we all bring to the table, I think we can get along much better than we do.
Just having that conversation with my 11-year-old boy last night, and that conversation must continue. Pastor Miles, always good to see you.
Nice to see you.